If you're fighting cancer and you're eating fried foods, you might want to reconsider. Let me show you a really interesting study about this. So what these researchers did was experimentally induce cancer in mice, and then they fed them two different kinds of oil. This is fresh oil, so I think it was canola oil, and they actually took the oil and cleaned it up to take out the oxidation products to make it really fresh, and then they used fryer oil. And this was done at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. They actually went to the dining hall and grabbed the oil straight from the deep fryer. And you can even see how the tissue in the colon of these mice look very different depending on the type of oil that they were fed. Then take a look at this here. You can see here that the total tumor size and the average tumor size were much greater in the mice that were fed the frying oil. And again, this is oil that came from a deep fryer at a university dining hall. Now, it's really important to note that this is an animal study, so it's not very high-level evidence, but there have been other studies, human studies, showing the correlation between fried foods and cancer risk. The reason I brought up this study in particular, though, was because it actually shows you the potential difference in how much these kinds of unhealthy oils can affect the cancer process, and you can actually see the difference there. Something that you don't really get in humans. Usually with human studies, you just get percentage of risk and outcomes. And the bottom line is this: there's basically zero downside to avoiding fried foods. And as you've seen in this study, and I'll show you other studies in the future, there's definitely a potential upside to avoiding fried foods when you're fighting cancer. The only downside I can think of in avoiding fried foods is a situation where your appetite is so low that you really can't eat anything else, and you've tried all other kinds of healthy foods and you just can't hold it down. Sure, in that case, you have to eat whatever you can. But I've had patients and clients actually ask their oncologists what they should eat, and they basically just emphasize high-calorie foods in order for them to maintain their weight. Now, again, if you really have to, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But it shouldn't really be the first choice, and it really shouldn't be the first recommendation, in my opinion. Not if you want to fight cancer in the best way possible, at least. So